Budget Enthusiast. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Budget Enthusiast, and today we have a special. We got a double feature popping off today. So, the first movie that we're going to talk about is Old. It's M. Night Shyamalan's Old. Now, this story is based on a graphic novel by the name of Sandcastle. Thank you for pointing that out, my boy Wildebeest. Appreciate you. Now, when we were watching this movie, it didn't seem very Shyamalan-esque. Like, there were some things that, as far as the directorial style, yes, it seemed like a Shyamalan movie. Like the angles that he chose, I've just seen just about all his movies, so I know a little bit about his style. But this one just seemed a little bit different to me. And when the movie was over, and he was like, and my homeboy was like, yeah, that was based on a graphic novel or a novel by the name of Sandcastle. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense that it wasn't a Shyamalan original, because it didn't have the twist ending that we all were thinking that it was going to have. But overall, the movie was actually really good. It's more of a character study, too. So you get to learn a lot about the characters that are there, especially the main characters. And it was really, really well done. I must admit, it was maybe one of his best movies. And unfortunately, it wasn't written by him. It was inspired by another source. So he took elements from that source, put it into his movie to create what we see as Old. And man, it was good. A lot of the psychological horror that they put in this was very well done. Like the tension that it builds, the overall craziness of the whole situation. And the beach setting was a beautiful beach setting. Like, it was like, I would love to chill out there, besides the fact that it's something else going on there. But as far as that, I would love to chill out there and hang out and just spend a day at that beach. It was really, really nice looking. So I can understand the appeal to why it attracted people to that spot. But when you get to the end and you find out why all of this is happening, it wasn't a Shyamalan typical twist where it had, like, a big twist. There was a twist, but it wasn't a big twist. But it was very well done. So I can't be mad at him for any direction that he chose. I've never read the novel or graphic novel. So I don't have anything to base it on, whether he did right by it or not. So maybe later on, now that I know that it came from another form of media, I'm going to probably check that out and make the comparisons, especially when it comes out on Blu-ray, because I'm pretty much going to buy that when it comes out on Blu-ray. So I highly recommend going to watch it. Now, this is the type of movie that you don't necessarily have to see in the theater to get the full feel of it, because it's not very special effects heavy. It's not, loud thumping noises and gunfights and stuff like that. It's pretty much a character-driven narrative that moves you along, actually at a pretty solid pace. So I highly recommend it. It gets the Budget Enthusiast 2 thumbs up. Like I said, you can wait till it comes out on Blu-ray or a streaming service near you, or you can go to the theater to see it. Either way, I recommend you watch it. However you can watch it. It's not one that you have to go see it in the theaters to get it, but it was well done. The movie experience for me was fine. So go see it. Just go see it. It was well done. Shyamalan, you did a good one this time, buddy. Appreciate you. All right, now, moving on. So the next movie that I saw was Snake Eyes. Now, Snake Eyes is, of course, based on he's a character from the G.I. Joe franchise. I don't know if any of you have seen the previous two G.I. Joe movies, The Rise of Cobra and Retaliation. This has callbacks to some of those just because of the characters that are in the film, but it doesn't rely heavily on any of the other characters. Duke and all those others, they don't really talk about them too much. But I will say it was a very fun action movie. It had a little bit less action than I thought it was going to have. It had some action sequences, of course, but it didn't have as many as I imagined that it would have. But I guess this is an origin story because it says G.I. Joe Origins in the title. So this one is pretty much character based and showing you Snake Eyes and from a kid on up to an adult and how he joined G.I. Joe. But it also shows you Storm Shadow. Now, Storm Shadow is a dope character by himself. I didn't even need an origin for Storm Shadow to know he was dope. But this actually explains a lot on the dynamic between Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. When you see it, you'll understand. I do spoiler-free ones. There are some things I want to say, but I can't talk about them here. So, hit me up in the comments, or if my friends that personally know me, hit me up and we can discuss it if you've seen it. But I find that movies like this are what I need in the summertime. Like, I go to the movies in the summertime specifically to see these types of movies. I don't need something that's deep and thought-provoking. I just need something that's fun, energetic, and that's going to leave me, like, when I walk out of the theater, I'm like, you know what? I had a good time watching that movie. And that's exactly what Snake Eyes will give you. If you're not a big martial arts action fan, this is obviously not the movie for you. But it is pretty fun. It's pretty fun. It had a lot of, pretty good action sequences. The storyline was pretty solid, for what it was. These are stories based on a toy line, so you can't expect but so much from this. But I liked it. I liked it a lot. So I will have to give Snake Eyes the single thumbs up. The Budget Enthusiast single thumbs up. Now, the reason I only give it one thumbs up is because there's some elements in there that were, I would say, a little weird. Not necessarily weird as like oddball type stuff, but just some of the choices that they made were a little weird. And some of the parts, like, we had to look at each other like, did that just really happen? Just as for instance, there's a sequence, sort of a chase sequence, where they're backing up and there's a car in front of them. Like, one's backing up and one's driving forward. And they reach out of the window to shoot a gun, and all of a sudden the car blows up and flips over. And we're like, I don't know how that happened, but, just little things like that. Sort of like stuff that would happen to the Fast and Furious franchise. But, yeah, it was, some things were just like, I don't know about that. But that's why I only gave it the single thumbs up. But, hey, I would say go see it. This is one that you should go see in the theater because it is loud and it is in your face and the action sequences are cool. The fight scenes are pretty cool. Like I said, it didn't have as many as I thought it would, but all in all, I would say fantastic, overall fun. If you like the other G.I. Joe movies, this one's a little bit more serious than the previous G.I. Joe movies.
You saved my life. Why?
I'm not a murderer. I looked into your eyes and I saw honor.
I owe you. You're going home.
I don't have a home.
Not yours. Mine.
So, it takes itself a little bit more seriously, I should say. The other ones knew that it seems like they knew they were action figures and they're just gonna, like, blow up stuff. This one was a little bit more grounded in the fact, the overall storyline. So, I recommend going to see both of these. So, this is the first time I've ever done a double feature. Actually, this is the first time I've gone to the movies and watched one back to back in a very long time, but I decided to do that today. So hopefully you enjoyed this here. If I ever do these types of, going to see a double feature again, I would try to do a double feature review as well. So going back to the first one, I give Old the 2 thumbs up, and I give Snake Eyes the single thumbs up. So if you got an opportunity to go see either one, I would say do it. Old, you can wait till it leaves the theater if you want to. But to support Shyamalan, go see it in the theater. Give him those ticket sales so he can come up with more movies. Because one thing's for sure, he, love him or hate him, he knows how to either entertain you or entertain you enough that you can't stand his movies. Like some of his movies I don't like Lady in the Water. I'm not a big fan of that movie, but I am glad that he made it. It led him to another point in his career. So yes, these movies are needed. Thank you, Shyamalan, for making these movies. And back to Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes, you should go see that too. See that one in the theater. Don't wait till it comes out on HBO Max or anything like that. Go see that one in the theater. It's definitely worth the explosions and loudness that theaters can bring you. So thanks for watching. And of course, everybody stay safe out there. Peace.
We're connected to something bigger.
Oh no. We're here for a reason.
Something more important. A home.
I came to make you an offer, Tommy.
Call me Storm Shadow.
The Budget Enthusiast. Boy DV. The Budget Enthusiast.